Hey everybody, what's good with you? It is Friday, Friday, Friday. Congratulations, friends. You have made it through another work week. Hopefully, you had some successes this week. If you had any challenges this week, I hope that you overcame those challenges and that you are ready for the weekend. Sorry I haven't been up here the last 3 weeks, but a sister has been a little busy, a little tired, a little just everything, just trying to get through the end of the school year, trying to get through graduations, trying to okay, that's it. So, excuse me, I just have to say, happy Father's Day, to all the dads on my timeline. Or if you are acting as daddy, happy Father's Day. Happy Juneteenth. Hopefully you celebrated. Everything was safe and legit. You didn't have to get out any folding chairs. Okay, none of that stuff. And then also, happy anniversary to me and Daryl. We celebrated 20 years of wedded bliss. This actually 2 days ago, matter of fact. So the 24th. So it was 20 years married. We've been together 22 years total. And it doesn't seem like it's been 20 years, but it really has been 20 years. So shout out to you, babe. Thank you for putting up for me for the last 22 years. Like, I greatly appreciate you. All right. And I love you to life. Also, well, not also, but yes, here we go. Now to nitty gritty. If I had to title today's 5F Friday, I would just have to say Foresight. Okay, so I'm a Game Boy, Nintendo kind of girl back in the 90s. And one of the first games that came out that was just really legit for me via Game Boy was the game Tetris. I love Tetris. Like, I love putting the pieces together and just having a good old time. And so now in the 2 to 26 form realm, it is Block Blast. I don't know if you guys have played Block Blast, but if you haven't played Block Blast, it's kind of like Tetris. Like, it breaks up the nostalgia for me. If I'm sitting in a meeting and or trying to just clear my mind a little bit, I need a few moments to get my life together, I need a break from all of the mess, I put on Block Blast because that is what helps me get my brain back focused. Okay, so Block Blast is kind of like Tetris. If you didn't know though, you have to create lines. If you never played Tetris or you never played Block Blast, you have to create these lines. And the more, like, if you create one line, you're going to get some points. But if you create like a whole block of lines, either all the way across or up, down, then you get like a whole lot of points, you know what I'm saying? And so they have different games where they give you like the pieces already on the board. You can actually play in this running score where you just got to run up the score. I mean, it's either way, it's a good time. Okay. But as I'm playing this Block Blast, I realized that there's always like the pieces that like just seem to fit. And then when you get yourself into a bind, the algorithm is going to give you 3 pieces. And those 3 pieces are always going to fit, but you have to slow down to, try to make it work. And I'm like, you know what? That's like life, you know what I'm saying? So technically in life, you have choices. So just like Block Blast is going to give you 3 pieces, you have 3 choices, or you might have options, or you might have a things you have to take care of, or stuff you got to do, or whatever case is. And so, but guess what? Those decisions that you have in your life, they are always, it's gonna fit. You just gotta, make it work, or try to think about it. And sometimes the decision is effortless. So you just see the line right away. Everything just kind of works out and fits, and it just clears out. And so I'm like, take the W, much like life. But then sometimes it causes you to pause a little bit, and you gotta slow down and really put stuff in place with intention. And so that's just like in life. Sometimes life is going to get easy and everything is going to fall in place and it's going to be legit. And then sometimes you got to pause and you got to think about where you got to go, or what you're trying to do, and or what you may want to do. But you also have to do stuff with intention. Like, things have to be done with intention. Things have to be strategic. And so how that pertains to life is, I would just say, number one, just celebrate the easy wins. Celebrate the easy lines. Number two, embrace the time when you have to actually like pause and be strategic and do things with intention, because that piece through you there just so you could pause. I mean, it could be an opportunity for a job, or it could be an opportunity for a promotion, or it could be you leaving one job for another. Like, those are the pieces you don't even expect, or somebody sees something in you and they want to promote you to something. You're like, where's that coming from? Those are the times when you get a piece and you're like, okay, I need to pause. And then, but what you always have to do on the board is you always have to continue to clean up and clear up the space. So you don't always need to see what the future is going to hold, because guess what? You only get those three pieces. And so you can't see anything besides those three pieces or beyond those three pieces. And you don't get to exchange those three pieces. So you got to play those three pieces. All right. But however, how you handle those pieces in is very important. Okay. So I would just say, take the win, be intentional about moving your pieces, and always be clearing up space. Always take the line and keep moving. Even just this one line, take it and keep it moving, okay? Because you have to literally handle those pieces that are right in front of you and handle them well. All right. So that is just my block blast moment. So if you ever didn't get a chance to play, go play. Okay. If you are playing, you'll probably look at block blast a little bit different now. But just know that you don't have to have you got to have the foresight about those three pieces, but you don't always have to have the foresight about where you're going to go, because just play those pieces, get your line, clear it up. Okay. And that's just my 14 cents for today. So of course, if no one told you they love you today, just know that I do. Hope you have a fantabulous weekend, and we'll see you next week. Maybe. Okay. All right. Bye.